In this part, we are running a for loop on different types. How we run for loop on list, how we run for loop on string, how we run for loop on dictionary, how we run for loop on tuples. We will do practical example one by one. First, we will define a list here. For defining list, we have a syntax that we declare a variable of list, and in square brackets, we define the elements of list. In the next classes, we will thoroughly study list. Now we will learn the implementation of for loop. Simple, we will write for with a control variable. If I only provide list and print, it has given me error. Invalid syntax because I have not used in here. When I have used in, it has given the error. What is the error? Type object is not iterable because I have not written list, which is a keyword in Python used to create a list. I have to give list1 here because the name of any variable is list1. I have to do the execution of my loop on this. Now on my first index is first, second index second, third index third. It has returned the 3 values. Remember one thing. Here, if instead of list values I want to print only indices or counting in one list how many elements are present, then I will run this loop with len list1, length of list 1. Now I have to run this. It will give me error that int object is not iterable because it is returning only the length of this list. In the last lesson, we saw that when we have integer, if I print length of list 1, it will give me output 3. 3 is the length, the integer value. If I have to run my loop on integer, then I have to write the function of range outside, so I can execute my loop on integer value. Now it has shown me the result 0, 1, 2, means the indices we have in this list are 0, 1, 2. If I want to execute my loop on string, then I have to define the string. String 1. It has returned character by character my full string. If I have to run on string length, I have to use the function of range, the way we did and saw. If I want to run my loop on tuples, to declare on tuple, I have to use round brackets. First, second, third. It has given me the values of tuple. How to execute for loop on dictionary? First, we define a dictionary. The values dictionary is always against its key. Here our key is XYZ and its value is 1, 2, 3, or ABC, and its value is 3, 4, 5. We are using dictionary here only for the execution of for loop. We will study dictionary in detail in further classes. When we have to run for loop on dictionary, then we will have the same syntax. One counting variable and the dictionary on which we have to iterate, that object of dictionary which we created. When we will print values on this, we did the formatting of string which we had previously learned. String, which will represent key first, then D, the decimal value will be printed. This is the string. It will print key, D of I, the values against that key will be printed. If I control F5, it has shown me the key and its value. There is another way of printing this. For that, I have to take 2 variables. One variable will control key, the other will control the value of key. I will iterate it on dictionary.items instead of dictionary, which is a default built-in function. I will iterate it on dictionary.items. This is the easy way of printing. I will execute it. It has given me a key and the value stored against keys. These were the 2 ways to run dictionary on for loop.